Let's go! Mimic Logic episode.
Oh,
Wait.
I guess we're done with standard. It's time for expert.
Wait, I thought we did the standard like 6 and 7. Did we just do 5 multiple times?
It's only ever gone up to 5, and we did 5 last time.
We did 5 3 times in a row and I never noticed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, expert, let's do this.
Level 1.
Okay, so there's no mimic on the blues. Rightmost column is safe. No,
One
only
mimic.
one mimic, so these both have to be true. Then there is no mimic among the black boxes, which means this has to be false.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice. Good start.
There's no gold in the box to my right. Interesting. Bottom row contains a mimic. Top row contains... Okay, so these two agree with each other, so they have to both be true.
Yes.
So the top row has to be safe, so leftmost column has to be safe. There's no mimic among the blue boxes, or there is no mimic among the black boxes. We can't tell.
Okay, here's what we do. We open up the ones and count how many have... Oh, right, no, we already know. Oh, check how many times we get gold. If we only get gold twice, then the black one has to be fine.
Good. Once. Twice.
Black one is safe.
Because we know the last loot is gold. Yes!
Nice.
Ka-ching! Optimize gear, sell all unequipped. Yes! Attack candy for a strange price.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's this bead necklace thing? Oh, it's
Relic.
not a gear. Relic. Okay, cool. Anyway, I don't think... Right? Oh, no. They only had 5 that. Box below me is danger. Box above me is danger. So one of these two has to be the mimic. Box
So
below
everything else is true.
There's some gold somewhere in the top row. There is a mimic among the black boxes.
Okay. Cool.
So we're getting like different prompts and stuff, which is really neat. I like this.
Yeah.
Alright. There's a mimic on the black boxes. Leftmost column is safe. Box on the left is danger. So one of these two has to be the mimic.
Leftmost column contains no mimics is said twice.
So those have to be true, which means this is the false one.
And everything else
So
is
all
true.
of this has to be true.
Yep.
So now we actually have to pay attention to what we get from the chests.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was already...
Ooh, yeah.
We might as well. Okay. Box on the right has some gold in it. Leftmost column contains a mimic. Box below is safe. Rightmost column contains no mimics. Okay, wait, this has to be true. Because if the top middle is true, leftmost column contains a mimic, then the rightmost column can't contain a mimic. But if the leftmost column does not contain a mimic, then this has to be true because it's on the leftmost column. Right?
Well, the bottom left one has to be true because if it's
That's
false,
yeah.
then there has to be 2 mimics.
Yes.
Okay.
There's no gold in the box on my right. The top row contains a mimic. So the rightmost column has to contain no mimic. Box below me is safe. Top row must contain a mimic.
Which means that one there is true. Okay.
But, okay, wait. If the top middle is true, then the top left has to be false. But if the top left cannot be true, because if it's true, then the top middle cannot be a mimic.
True. So the top left is false.
So this has to be false, which means that has to be true.
Yep.
So this does not have gold.
Cool.
Huzzah! Go, magic! Ow. We're fine. I think we're fine with just the basic meal.
I agree.
Alright, optimize the gear, sell all unequipped, yes. 999.
Ooh. Hang on, check her items first.
Check the items.
Charm is good.
Do we want to buy the charm?
No, but maybe one whetstone now that I think about it.
Restore weapon durability? I mean, this weapon is durable, isn't it? Yeah, it's durable. It will last long enough for us to get something better.
Okay. Alright.
Candy?
Candy.
Let's get some candy. 2 mimics from here on. Thanks for letting us know.
Who's that woman?
2 mimics hide side by side. 2 of the mimics are not neighbors.
Ooh.
Neighbor or side by side means boxes above, below, on either side. Diagonals do not count as neighbor or side by side.
Okay. Cool.
Mimic among the black boxes, mimic among the red. 2 mimics hide side by side. So, if that is false, then either the top left or the top right has to be... Okay, 2 of the mimics are not neighbors, or 2 of the mimics are neighbors. One of them has to be false, and the other one has to be true.
Correct.
So...
Alright, let's assume that the top right one is false.
If this one is false, which means either the top middle one, there's a mimic among the black boxes, could be false, which is true, or there's no mimic among the blue boxes have to be false, which can't happen. So this would have to be also false. That would be true. There's no mimic among the blue boxes would then have to be false, because there is, but if this is false, then that's false.
So top right has to be true.
Which means this has to be false. Which means this has to be false.
Yep.
Because they can't be next to each other. So there is, and there is not. So like that.
Cool.
Immediately die. 2 of the mimics are not neighbors versus 2 of the mimics are neighbors. But this one also says 2 mimics are side by side, so they could both be false. But if both of these are false, this is false.
And so is the bottom left.
Yeah. So we have to say that all of these are actually true. 2 of the mimics are not neighbors would then be false. Box on the right is safe would have to be false. And this side by side.
Cool.
Open the chest, you get a mimic! You could just add it to your inventory. Oh my god. Would that be one of the biggest, like, possible D&D trolls? You open a chest, you find a mimic! Okay, I'll put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
I still have a big story about the first time I
Anything you
tried to.
can sell? Never mind.
Nothing worth selling. No mimic one red. Not neighbors. Not neighbors. Two mimics side by side. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Wait
the
a
two
second.
mimics are not neighbors have to be true.
Yeah. Because if they're false, then bottom right has to be false.
Yep.
Two mimics are not neighbors, so no mimic among the red boxes. Well, that's true then. Box on the right is a mimic is false. Box on the right is safe is true. Like that.
Yep. Yep.
We got the same weapon again. Leftmost column has one or more. One mimic is in a red box. One mimic is in a black box. Leftmost column has one or more. So those two are true. I mean, not true. They're agreeing. Rightmost column has one or more. Top row is safe. Okay. I feel like this has to be false,
Okay,
but
let's.
not necessarily.
Okay. Here's the thing. If the top right is true, then the top left has to be false. If the top,
Yes.
which means there's a mimic in the top. If that one is false, then there's a mimic, which means the bottom right one is a mimic.
Yeah, because there has to be. That's a good point. There has to be
So
a mimic
bottom
on the
left
top
true?
row.
Which bottom
Which
left
means-
is true, and then the two middle ones both say that the leftmost has one or more mimics. We already know this; they can't both be false, so they're true.
Leftmost column has to have one or more. The rightmost column does have one or more. This would then have to be false, so this is true.
Yep.
Good work. Okay, wait, here's the thing. We have another Devil's Sickle, just with better durability.
Mhm.
But it won't let us...
No, we only have Devil Suckle and Hyper Sword.
Oh.
Yeah,
Huh,
we only have
weird.
one Devil Suckle.
I thought that we picked up an extra Devil Sickle. I thought I saw it. Oh,
Nope.
whatever. We're optimized. Sell the gear. Buy bunch of candy. And then eat.
All right.
Meh.
You want to sell the weird medicine? Never mind.
Yeah. Weird medicine could be good. Okay, these two are arguing. One mimic in a blue box. See, exactly one. All the mimics are the same color. If it's true, it's true, but if it's false, it's false. Not
Well,
all
the
mimics
bottom
are the
right
same
and
color.
Bottom middle agree, and we already know that those top two have to. So
One mimic is in a blue box. One mimic is hiding in a black box. Yes. And that's
Okay.
false.
yep.
Just double checking that it does
Yep.
say two mimics. I don't trust this game enough. You could absolutely just pull out, oh, by the way, for this room, there's 3 mimics. You'll know that if you read it. Sure.
Sure.
I think simple meal still.
Okay.
And then we go up to this fella. Imagine making it this far and not knowing about that. Cool. Alright, so you want to sell some stuff.
That weird medicine.
Alright. Might as well sell the energy drink, I guess.
Why?
I don't know. We're 3 away from affording an attack candy.
Sure.
What do you think? Sell the bun?
Sure.
Alright. Buy more candy. Okay. Let's go. Only 10 floors left to go. 2 mimics. Bar mode is safe. There are more mimics in red boxes than blue boxes. That could be true.
Bottom right
Same
has
number.
to be true.
Pardon?
Bottom right has to be true.
Yes. Which means there's no mimic among the black box. Same number of mimics in blue and black. And there are more mimics in red than blue, so there have to be 0 in the blue boxes as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Now down left is a mimic box, on the right is a mimic. Alright, these two agree. These two agree, so they have to be true, because one of these 3 ones have to be a mimic, at least one of them. More in red than blue. If this is true, it has to be false. Box on left is a mimic, true. More mimics in red than blue.
Which means
One of the
is a
blues
blue
is
mimic.
false. Yes?
that looks good to me.
Ooh, a ballista! Just looks like a
Nice.
boat to me. Wait. That would... Okay, that's weird.
Wait, but now the double sickle isn't showing in the... That is so weird.
Yeah, we had picked up an extra one!
I guess so.
Diagonal down left is a mimic. There are more mimics in red than black. There's no mimic among the red boxes. Must be false. Which
Correct.
means there are more mimics in red than black. Must be false.
And everything else is true.
True. Down right. Box left is a mimic. Same number in red and black. Box to the right is safe. Oh, are you kidding me? We're 2
Oh,
attack
nice.
points away.
Come on, Nasa. Damn.
Mesa, where are you? Thank you. You saved us from getting hit once. Thank you. There's no mimic on the black boxes. All the mimics are the same color. Mimic on the blue. Not all mimics are the same color, so one of these is false. Top row has at least one mimic. Down right is safe. No mimic among the blue. Okay, no mimic among the blue versus there is a mimic among the blue, so one of those is lying. And one of the ones is lying, so all the rest have to be true. Diagonal down right can't be a mimic. All the mimics are the same color would then be false. Top row has a mimic. There is no mimic among the black boxes. Because there is a mimic among the blue, and there isn't no mimic among the blue. Perfect!
Cool.
Longbow, plus 14. I thought we got 14,000 there for a moment.
Yeah.
Alright, let's buy a book.
Any candy to eat? Never mind.
Box on left is a mimic. Top row...
Top left has
well,
to be true.
okay. Top row has more mimics than the bottom. Could happen. Box on the right is a mimic. Well, one of those is a mimic.
The bottom right
Which
is
means-
true.
Pardon?
Bottom right has to be true.
Oh, none of the black boxes contain any gold. Because there's no gold. Good catch. Wait. Diagonal upright is safe. Wait. Top row has more mimics than the bottom versus the box on the right is a mimic. So if this is true, then that's a mimic. Or if that's false, then this has to be true. Oh no, yeah, that could be true. The top row could have more mimics than the bottom. Right, the top row would have to have more mimics than the bottom. Duh. Upright is indeed safe in that case. Down left is also safe. The
Good.
two trying to call someone else out are false. Look
Yep.
good? Cool.
Yep. Okay. Nice.
Candy, candy, candy.
All right. Let's start off
All
by
the-
selling. Oh,
Selling?
yeah, buy all those candies, yeah. Now, what can we sell?
Okay.
Hunger is not going to be an issue, so we can sell the bun.
Okay. Sell the weird medicine, I guess.
Yeah. And I think we can safely sell at least one whetstone.
We could sell both. I mean, durable
Let's
weapon.
do it. Do we need those cure S's?
Probably not.
Because the mushroom we could eat right now, I'd say.
Drink the medicine.
Let's do it.
HP reduced.
All right, well, let's eat that mushroom immediately.
Alright. I guess we'd have to sell more things. I say we just buy a cure medium
Okay.
and just say,
Yep.
I wish we hadn't sold the cure S's.
I mean, we could buy one more.
Yeah, we probably should, yeah. Okay, okay.
Cool.
Go in.
All
and
right.
Everything will be fine.
All right, let's
And now
eat
we use our energy
drink.
drink.
Yep. Okay, come on, Nasa. First try.
Nasa! No. Nasa, please. Nasa, please. Ah, there we go.
Yeesh.
I mean, we did it.
Yep.
We might as well try Expert 2. Hey, this one's red.
Red.
Alright.
Yep.
Expert level 2.
Yep.
Two of the mimics are not at the top row has at least one. I mean, the top row does have at least one mimic.
Okay.
Top row
And
contains
the-
no mimics is then false. Two of the
And
mimics
the-
are not neighbors,
Which they
Within
both
the-
have to be true.
which means this is false. I mean, obviously false.
Yeah.
And that's true. Easy.
Yep.
Mimic among the red and mimic among the red. None among the blue. Mimic among the blue. Mimic among the... Okay, there's no mimic among the blue boxes. No, wait. There's no mimic among the blue. There is, and there is. Both have to be false. Does it have to be? Okay. If there is, and there is, then that's false, then that's false, then that's false.
Can't be the case. So therefore,
No mimic, no mimic. Mimic red, mimic red. Red, and
Yep.
then this black box that agrees with it. Hyper armor. Increases max health, I guess.
yeah.
Da 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 da. Alright. Box below me is safe. Box below me is danger. Two mimics side by side. Two mimics side by side. Wait.
Okay.
Box below me is safe. Box below me is a mimic. Box on the left is safe.
Okay, so if the two mimics side by side is true, then
That's
it's
true.
top right and
That's
middle.
false. That's false. Top
That
row
has
has
to
at
be
least one
false.
mimic.
Okay. But if they're false,
Then they're true.
that doesn't work. Yeah, so we know the answer.
Yeah. True, false, false, true. Yeah.
Yep. You got your
Level
favorite
up.
item, Rolling Stone.
The Rolling Stone, best item. Our attack is only 9. But the bat also only does 1 point of damage. Hey, Nasa helped!
Nice.
No mimic among the bad. There is a mimic among the bad. One of those is false. Mimic among the black boxes. No mimic among the red boxes. There's a mimic among the blue.
And the
Okay,
right
wait.
side will disagree.
Okay, yeah. So this has to be true. So there is a mimic among the blue boxes.
Yes.
If there is a mimic among the black boxes, then there is no mimic among the red.
Okay. But the two on the right disagree, so we know that between the first set of 3, only one of them is lying.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, there is a mimic versus there are no mimics. There's no mimic among the red, there's no mimic among the red.
Which means bottom right is true.
And false.
There we
Like
go.
this?
Yep.
No candy, best gear, one shot all of these, no need for Nasa.
Nasa, we just said there wasn't a need for you.
I want to show off anyway. Reach attack level 10. 0 on red versus 1 is in red. 0 on red. 0 in blue. 2 mimics could hide in black boxes. 0
Bottom right
mimics
has
hide.
to be false.
Bottom right has to be false?
Yep. Because if it's true, then the top right is false.
Oh yeah, good point, good point. So top right has to be true then. Because if it's false, then it's correct because there's only 2 mimics. Which means that has to be a mimic.
Okay? Oh dear, we need Nasa's help.
Nasa! We would like your help now, please. Thank you. Thank you, Nasa. Can't tell you what's in a box if it's already open.
Sure.
Alright. Basic meal?
Basic meal.
Alright. Do. Good. 19 attack. Let's do this thing. Diagonal down left is safe. Same number of mimics in top and bottom rows.
Top right and bottom left agree, which means they have to both be the truth, because if they were both false, they'd be true.
Yes. Same number of mimics in top and bottom rows is then true. That is safe.
Which means bottom right has to be true.
So there is no mimic in the blue boxes. The box on the left is a mimic.
Yep.
God, it would be really strange to have like a dungeon where like the floors can have different numbers of mimics, and then you get into a floor and it looks all complicated and stuff, then you realize mimic 0.
Oh.
Or mimic like 8 or 7, whatever. Just there's no mimic on the black boxes, so that stands for itself. Yeah. If all the mimics are the same color, then there would have to be a mimic among the red boxes. And that would be false. 2 mimics are hiding in black boxes is false. 2 mimics are hiding in red boxes then has to be true. Which means all the mimics are the same color, and there is one in there, and there is no mimic among the black boxes. 0 mimics are hiding in blue boxes, true, and then false.
Okay.
Buy attack candies. Alright, cool. Attack's going up. Listen, top row is safe. Down right is a mimic. Bottom row has at least 1 mimic. Top row has at least 1 mimic. There is a mimic among the red boxes, then has to be true. There are more mimics in blue than in black. Same number in blue and red. So if there are the same number in blue and red, and there is at least 1 in... Wait, this is... If there's the same number in blue and red, which there has to be at least 1 in the red, that means that there's 1 in the blue, which means that there would be more in blue than black.
How would there be more in blue? Yeah.
If this is true...
Yeah, if that's true.
The same number of mimics in blue and red boxes, but there has to be a mimic in a red box, which means that there would have to be a mimic in a blue box.
Yes, so the left one is true.
But then, top row has at least 1 mimic. Bottom row has at least 1 mimic. Okay, so if one of these is false... One of these is false. Top row contains no mimics, I guess would just be... Okay, wait, what are we seeing here?
Okay, if the top left is true, then the top right is true, which means the right one is false, which means the bottom right one has to be both false and true. So the top left one is false. Bottom right one then is true.
Bottom has at least 1 mimic is false, and then this one is true. This is what you're saying?
That is all on the assumption that the bottom left is correct.
So same number in blue and red. If that is false, then both would have to be in red. So top contains none. Down right is a mimic. That's false, but that can't be false then.
So therefore, we do know the answer. The top left and right side one are false.
Was it this again?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I think I went blind for a moment. Don't mind me. Pew! There's a mimic among the bed boxes. Yes, all the mimics are the same color. Not all the mimics are the same color.
So those disagree. No mimic along the red is on the left, which we know has to be false.
Not all the mimics are the same color. Yeah. There's a mimic among the red. Not all the mimics are the same color.
Cool.
Yeah. Buy all of the attack candy. And eat it! It's starting to get low, but we'll probably be fine. Box on the right is a mimic. There's some gold hiding somewhere in a black box.
Which is
False.
false. Because there is no gold, which means top left.
Up left is a mimic. Yes. Box on the right is a mimic. Down left isn't a mimic. Oh, box on the right. Okay. True, 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 false. Because those three, the middle and the two bottom ones, all vouch for each other, and they can't all be mimics.
Correct.
Huzzah!
Sure.
Alright.
I'd say full.
Yeah, big meal time. Nom nom nom. Alright. I think we good.
I agree.
49 attack. Cool. So maybe become among the black boxes. Yes. One of
Mimic
these
among the
two,
red boxes
because they
on the right.
argue. But, pardon?
Right side one.
Yeah, there has to be a mimic among the red boxes, because there's only one mimic among the black boxes, and there's two mimics.
Mm-hmm.
There is a mimic on the black box. Same number in top and bottom rows. Bottom row has more than the top. Oh.
So we can't tell which of those two is true.
Yeah.
So I think we have to go with this.
Come on, come on, come on. 7 sheep from treasure. Why'd that have to be in the last one? Yeah. All the mimics are the same color. Not all are the same color. Not all the mimics are the same color. Because one of those has to be false and there's no more blue. Top row has more mimics than the bottom. That could be true. One mimic in a red box. Not all mimics are the same color. Not all mimics are the same color. Top row has more mimics.
Cool.
Just the low-key stress of, oh shoot, did we misread something? Could there be a mimic?
Optimal is nothing.
Optimal takes away our weapon, because we will just punch these little plants to death.
Mm-hmm.
We are strong enough to just punch them. There's some gold somewhere in the bottom row. Possible. Some gold somewhere in the bottom row. Possible. All the mimics are the same
And
color.
bottom left
Mimic-
also says it, so they have to be true.
There's no way. All the mimics are... One of these is false. Okay.
If bottom right is true, then the black is true, which means that one is false, but that can't be true. So bottom right has to be false.
Yeah. There's no mimic among the black box. All the mimics are not the same color. They're not all the same color, and there is a mimic among the blue.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay. There aren't a lot of sleeping chests. But I feel like we might find one soon. Find Nisha! Drat. Nasa? Nasa. Find that 1 in 3. There's no gold in the box to my left. One mimic is hiding in a black box. Down right has no gold. There's no mimic among the black boxes.
Bottom right also agrees.
That's false.
So one. Yep. So
This is false. Down right has no gold.
cool.
And I guess that would have to be true then.
Yeah.
Sure?
Yep.
If we open that up and that was gold, knowing that... it's like, whoops. No candy.
Optimal. Punch them.
Do find it kind of funny that it still gives us armor anyway, because, like, nah. It's not going to be used. 2 mimics are hiding in red boxes. That's false. Not all the mimics are the same color is true. Not all the mimics are the same color. 0 have to be in blue boxes, and there's some gold. Okay. And then that has to be false then.
Yep.
Optimize gear. Sell all unequipped. Got a little bit of money. Eat the candy. Well, I know what I want to buy.
Candy.
71 attack. Alright. Well, we don't need this.
Correct. Why is she selling a charm?
Because the store is randomized? And, yeah, sell this. Oh,
Okay.
this... that. Never mind. Oh, well. Whoops. No more candies. Alright.
Okay, what
Right.
do we have? Energy.
Energy drink.
Alright. Come on, Nasa. Yeah.
Oh, cool. We didn't even need to heal at the end. Well, we're about 40 minutes in. That floor is even faster because everything was... pretty much everything was so easy. Strengthen our starting gear just a little.
Sure.
We might as well try expert level 3.
Let's do it.
No, I'm gonna... There is a mimic on the red. More mimics in red than in black. Could happen. There's mimic among the black boxes. Could happen. See no mimic. One of those is false. There's no mimic in black boxes. And one of these is false. Which means that there are indeed more in red than in black, and none in the black boxes.
Yep.
Which means that is false. That is true. More in red than black, not the same number. Cool? Cool.
Yep. We haven't seen a sleeping chest in a long time.
Don't jinx us. 2 mimics are not hiding in black boxes.
Well,
If that is false, I mean, that could be false. Down right is safe. No, down right is safe. 1 mimic is in a black box. Okay. Cool.
well,
There's so many vouch for each other.
yeah.
Let me just double check. Yep, 2 mimics. Everything that the game so far has done has established that it should be trustworthy. I just don't trust it.
I know what you mean.
Like, I'm sure it's gonna try something against us.
Yeah.
We got the wake up bell, we should keep it. Mimic wrong the red, all the mimics are the same color. Also the right is safe. Okay. Safe, safe, safe.
So, oh.
Because the right
So
one
we
could be
actually-
true.
We can't tell. We can't tell.
Or blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, can't tell. Just
Yeah.
open these 3. And no.
Come on,
Really?
Nisa.
Nisa! Who are we gonna call? Thank you. We just need to do the one so you can keep your magic and just... Not all the mimics are the same color. Top row. Okay, top row. There's a mimic. They're not all the same color. Because the bottom row has to contain a mimic, so this has to be false. The top row has to have a mimic, but it can't be top left, because then it would also be the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
2 sickles! We just got 2 sickles.
Yeesh.
We could sell 30 bunnies worth
Okay, well, I guess
And
let's
not-
just move on.
and not have enough for that discount charm. Box on the right has some gold in it. Top row contains no mimics. So the right is safe. Top row has a mimic. Ooh. So one of these is false. Box on the left is a mimic. This feeds in. The more mimics... Red. Box on the right has some gold in it. Okay. If this is true, then that has to be false. And that has to be false.
And
Which
left
means
has to
this
be
would have to be true, but that can't be true if that is false.
Wait, what?
Okay, if the middle one is true, top row has
Yeah.
at least 1 mimic, then the top row cannot contain no mimics.
Correct.
Which means the one on the right is false because the middle one is true. It's not a mimic.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Everything
Yes.
else has to be true, but that one top left cannot be true.
Correct. Okay. Yep. All right, then the middle one
So
is
this
false.
has to be false, which means top row contains no mimics, and that one is a mimic. Box on the right can still have gold. Box on the right is a mimic, so that's false. Box on the right would have to be... There are more mimics in blue than in red.
Yeah.
See, it's like a one step above the this box is safe. It's this box is safe and also has this item.
Yep.
Nisa, please. We just need you once right now. Maybe now. Last chance. There we go. Yeah, take the kill. If it's a mimic that tells you to get the next floor in X seconds or you'll die, nothing will happen when time runs out. we have learned that.
Yes. And we have learned that it can be true.
Simple
mushrooms.
meal. 2 mushrooms, yeah. Alright. Optimize the gear, sell all unequipped. Yes, get some money. I do kind of like the idea that, like, you're balancing between, like, spending money on stuff to increase the mimic side of things. Like, oh, maybe we should buy blue crystals and, like, extra, like, gut, cleansing whatever stuff. But also spending money on fighting, whereas we just mostly spend all the money on fighting. Because we're pretty confident in the mimic side of things.
Yeah. And that's the thing. We always have the option to just move on without opening all the possible ones.
Yes. All the mimics, not all mimics the same color. One of these is lying. There's no mimic among the red boxes. There is a mimic among the blue boxes. That feeds into this. There is a mimic among the blue boxes. This will then be true.
Top left has to be false. Because if it were true, then it would be false. So
yes.
So top right and bottom right are true.
And there is a mimic among the blue boxes, which means the top row has more mimics than the bottom. And there isn't no mimic among the red. 2.
Cool.
Another sickle! There are more mimics in black than in blue, which is saying that there has to be a mimic in a black box. But it could still be false and have one in a blue box. But
well, the thing is, the blue boxes both say there is one in black. So either all 3 of those are true, or they're all false. So it has to be true.
More mimics in black boxes than blue boxes would then have to be true. More in red than black would then have to be false. Top row has more mimics than the bottom. 0 mimics hiding in black boxes is false, so that is true. More in black than blue, true.
Yep.
If X, then Y.
If
When in
X,
doubt,
then
just agree
Y,
with
then
everyone
4.
else. You can't all be wrong, apparently. One defense candy. 1 mimic is hiding in a red box. If that's false, then there is another mimic in a red box. If it's true, then there's another mimic in a red box. There is a mimic among the red boxes. So this has to be false. Which means this is true. None of the black boxes contain any gold. There's no mimic among the red has to be false. So there's 1 in a red box. None of the blue boxes contain any gold. 1 mimic's in... Yeah.
Cool.
Right. Right. So now we're going to blue. More in black than blue.
Top right has to be... Oh, no, top right could be true.
Top right could be true. Actually.
Oh!
Those two disagree, so one of those is false.
And bottom right and middle disagree.
But triangle up left has no gold.
Which the only way it can have no gold is if it's a mimic.
Yeah. So, this is basically saying that one of those two is a mimic, and one of the ones is a mimic.
And the bottom right is also saying that the middle one is a mimic.
Yeah, so these other three have to be true. Because we have our 2 mimics found. There is a mimic among the blue. More mimics in black than blue is then false. Which means there are more mimics. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean this, but yes, more in blue than black. Because there are 0 in black boxes. There is a mimic in the blue box. So that's false.
Yep.
Which is like, we added an extra piece to the puzzle. Like, one more thing to consider here. Screw it. Sell all that extra gear. And just buy more attack candy. One is blue, then red. 2 mimics are hiding blue boxes. Some gold is hiding somewhere in a blue box. That's
Bottom box is
possible.
false.
Yep. So... Oh, there are more in blue than red, because if that was false, it would be true. This black box down here.
Which means all reds are true.
Some gold in a blue box, 2 mimics on blue boxes, 1 mimics in a black box is then false. More in blue than in red, yes. Same number in red and black, yes.
Yep.
I kind of wish that like opening a mimic would actually just be a fight instead of an instant death. Like a really tough fight, but still possible to live.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure
be
the next-
good.
Yep. No.
No. So I think we want the big meal.
I agree.
Alright, optimize our gear. Get the staff. Still all unequipped. So that's like 8. That's fine. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
Alright,
No.
fire defense.
Okay.
Do that as well. Not as much attack as I would like. Alright, what's up? Slung gear can use some decent gold.
Alright.
Yes,
Do we
it
want
can.
to? No, I guess not.
3
Three
mimics. Ramos got 2 mimics on blue. More in red than in blue. Ramos is done. The more mimics in black than red.
If
Two
those
mimics
the
are-
ones marked as 1 are true, the top right also has to be true.
True. There would have to be. Top row contains no mimics. 2 mimics are hiding in red boxes. If that is true, then the right one more in blue than in black. Okay, wait. If these are false, because this is true, then 2 mimics are hiding in blue boxes would then have to be false.
Yeah, so bottom right has to be false.
So all we know is that these aren't both false.
Bottom middle is false.
More in black boxes than red boxes.
If
That
it
has
were
to be-
false, it'd be true. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one of those two could still be false. So 2 mimics are hiding in blue
Top middle is
boxes.
true. Top
More
middle
in
is
red than in blue is false. And that's top row contains no mimics. They're more in blue than black. Yes, like this.
I guess so, yep.
Do 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 do.
Cool.
Leftmost column has one or more. Yes. Bottom row has at least one, or there's some gold hiding somewhere in a blue box.
Bottom middle
None
is
of the
true.
black box. Pardon?
Bottom middle is true.
Is a mimic among the blue boxes? Yes. The top row has a mimic. We know the left does. But these two are against each other. There's no mimic among the red boxes. If that is true, it's false. Because if that was true, then the top
means
right and the left would have to
top
both
right
be
is
false,
true.
and we don't have a third mimic.
The top right is true. Which means the middle left has to be false because there has to be a false blue.
Bottom row has at least one mimic is false, so the bottom row is completely safe. So top row has a mimic. There, none of the black boxes contain any gold is true because the only black box is a mimic.
Yep.
Ta-da! We good. Force B.
Increase.
Like that it also heals us. Mimic among the red, rightmost column has one more. The right row has more mimics than the left. So this is saying that the right row, if this is true, then the right row has to have at least one mimic.
Wait, right row? Instead of column?
Yes, but this is also saying that the left row has more mimics than the right. So these could both be false and be tied. They can't both be true.
Correct.
Leftmost column is one. Yeah, leftmost column, but the left row. Okay. So. Okay.
You know what? Let's go by and assume that those two that we've marked are false.
If we imagine both of these are false, that's a mimic. Box above is a mimic. Leftmost column is one or more. Box on the left is a mimic would be false. Box isn't a mimic would then be false. Error. They're not both false. One of them is true, and one of
Okay.
them is false. But if we imagine that this one is the false one, then the rightmost row has to have more mimics than the left.
Which means
Box below is not a mimic, so it is a mimic. Box left is a mimic. That's true. That would be true. Is a mimic. Is a mimic. Rightmost column has one or more. Yes, there is a mimic among the red boxes. Is true.
okay.
So if the left middle is a mimic, that adds up. But if this is true, and then this is false, left row has more mimics than the right. Box above is a mimic. That's false. That's false. That's true.
top left would have to be false, but it can't be because it's true.
Okay, so this is the mimic. Right row has more mimics than the left. Yes. Box below. So both these have to be false, true, and then true. Just like this.
Nice.
Now that was a nice puzzle.
Made a little bit more confusing to us.
Because it says
Tiny
left row instead of left column.
Yeah.
Where it's made a habit of saying columns.
Yeah. Mom
Nasa,
Nasa.
please. Nasa, please. Nasa, if you wish. Please. Well, sometimes we have to make our own Nasas. Box on the right is safe. Box on the right is a mimic. Zero mimics are hiding in blue. Saying that the two red boxes are agreeing with each other. That one could be true. 0 on blue. To agree with each other. Oh, okay. Imagine all three of these are false. Impossible. Because these disagree with each other. So
Okay.
the blue have to all be true. Top row has more mimics than the bottom, so the top row would have to have at least one mimic, which means, I mean, this one is already false, and this one is already false, so that one is true. 2 mimics hiding in red. Box by Mesa mimic is false.
Cool.
Yeah, find 3 that agree with each other, and imagine they're all false. See what happens.
You know what? What I love is that the logic that I was going with kind of followed the opposite path.
We might actually die here. Oh, that's only 8 damage. What's the logic you were going with?
Like, I was starting on the opposite end. Like, I was starting with, let's assume that, yes, that both reds are false.
Alright, 2 mimics are hiding in blue boxes. Okay. Those 2 disagree. This mimic... Okay. If this is true, this has to be false, because all 3 mimics can't be in the 2 other red boxes.
Alright, true. So
there has to be a mimic in a blue box. Which means this is false. So that has to be safe, that has to be safe, that has to be safe, but we already know that that's there. So 2 mimics have to be in blue boxes. And there is a mimic among the red boxes.
So the middle one has to be false.
Yeah. Oof.
One of them's a healer?
No.
What is the one on the left?
The weird potion? No, rock collector.
Nice.
Yay! Okay. 78. We get 5 attack candies. So
Okay.
our stats are not great.
And we should probably invest in healing.
Gut doesn't help us.
Sell both of our items. Even though it's not worth much. Right.
Buy both Curams.
And I think we have to use them immediately.
Yeah. Alright. So here's the question. Do we buy 10 attack candies? Or buy 10 defense candies and try to hold out a bit longer?
I think let's 10 defense. And then the rest on attacks.
Yeah. $49 attack, 36 defense. Cool?
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, so definitely need some Nasa here.
We need a couple of Naces, yeah.
26 damage. Nasa,
Yeah.
please. Well, we're dead.
Yep, we're dead. Too little, too late, Nasa.
We received 29 adventure points.
Oh.
It's like, screw you in particular. No, you don't get enough.
Next time we might have enough to increase our experience.
No, we're going to get exactly 30 for beating this.
Oh, you're probably right.
I think you get 1 for each floor you've done.
Nah.
We could go back in real quick, do the first floor, fail on the second, get 1 point.
Do you want to do that? You know what? Let's do that.
Alright. Alright. Only
minute.
one mimic. No mimic going to bed. No mimic. Ba 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 ba. Bro.
And just open everything.
Yay! Let's strengthen our starting gear.
Oh, I was gonna say, instead of that... Yeah, go ahead, do it. I was
Alright,
gonna
cool.
save up.
We got something for this. We cleared 2 floors and we almost cleared a third.
Alright, before we end the video, let's take a look in the basement.
There's a mimic. 7,000 or more points. Standard, expert, random, robbers, number, doubt, confuse. Clearing over 50 floors and expert, random, blah 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 blah.
Huh. So we still haven't beaten standard with 7... What is our points for standard? What is our best?
Is it here? Standard, 4,600.
Oof.
I guess we just have to do standard, like, a long standard dungeon super fast.
Yeah.
Whatevs.
Alright. Next time.
Well, next time we'll do more experty stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Can't believe we were on standard 5 for like 3 episodes, and I was all like, yeah, episode 6, standard 6, that sounds about right.